Good Lord.
All right, everybody, there is a big change coming to your tax return because of Obamacare. Look who's here. Bill Cobb is the CEO of H&R Block. We all know that they do taxes. Okay, for our viewers who are going to have to fill out their tax return in the next couple of months, what do they have to know? What's different about this tax return because of Obamacare?
All right, so you and I are going to just have to check a box on your form that says you had health care because we have employer-provided health care.
I don't have to prove it.
You don't have to prove it this year.
Check the box and that's it.
Check the box and that's it.
Okay.
Now, for 30 million people, it gets more complicated. So the 7 million people who signed up with an exchange, they got an advanced tax credit. They did not get a subsidy. So they will get a form from the exchange that says how much their advanced tax credit was. They then have to fill out a new form on the tax return, the 8962, which reconciles that credit against their actual income. Because the way they got their credit, Stuart, was based on an estimate of what they think they made in 2014.
That's 7 million people will have to fill out that form for the advanced tax credit.
Right.
I mean,
and a number of lower income people, I'm not going to comment on the policy, a number of lower income people who used an EZ form previously cannot use an EZ form anymore because they'll have to attach this new 8962 and do the reconciliation.
You love it, don't you? Bill Cobb, you love it because they've got to come to you for
Stuart,
all
you've
these
said this
forms.
to me before.
You love this stuff.
Well, we do accurate tax returns and we try to maximize the refund for our clients.
All right. What about those people, and I think it's about 30 million people, who do not have health care insurance?
Right. And
they should have.
Right, because the law of the land now is you're supposed to have health insurance. So you face a tax penalty. So you will have to pay a tax penalty that ratchets up over the next 3 years, which is based on either a flat fee of about $100 or 1% of your adjusted household income, whichever is higher, of course.
That could be a lot of money.
That could be a lot of money. But there are 33 exemptions that you could to the tax penalty that people like H&R Block can help you figure out whether it's a religious affiliation, whether your income is low enough, whether your utilities were shut off.
If you don't have health care insurance and you are supposed to have it, why don't you just tick the box because you don't? Why don't you just lie? Because you don't have to prove that you've got the insurance.
I get asked this a lot of times. Here's the message I would give to people who want to do that. This is a really easy thing for the IRS to track. And they have 10 years in which to track you down on this. I'd be very wary on this one because this is not a complicated tax return where you've got a deduction way down on page 700. This is generally going to be a pretty straightforward form. So if you go that route, I'd be careful because I think the IRS can track you down. And you certainly don't want that, as you go forward.
You're going to have a great year, aren't you?
We're hoping so. And actually today, we're open all day, free, no appointment, free of charge. Come in and we'll tell you all about, we call it ACA Q&A Day. We'll tell you what impact it would have on you individually.
You just love Obamacare because it's just funneling business to H&R Block.
Stuart, I don't get involved with the policy piece. I've told you that before.
Were you lobbying for these rules? Tell me.
I do not lobby for anything because we have a lot of clients who are on all sides of the political spectrum, so we just want to serve our clients.
Our producer thinks you're very defensive on this.
I'm just trying to get a maximum refund for everybody, Stuart.
We'd like to hear that. Bill Cobb, H&R Block CEO, thanks for joining us.
Nice to see you again.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right.